Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shiva Mohan. I'm a consultant diabetologist, and today is my first episode for this YouTube channel in English. So I'll be discussing about two topics today. One is the diabetic scenario in India, and the other is how do we get to know whether we have diabetes or not. So talking about the diabetic scenario in India, according to 2019 data, we have about 77 million people living with diabetes in India. And by 2045, it is supposed to cross the 130 million mark. So in India, only 30% of people have their diabetes under control and 70% do not have their sugar under control at all. So it needs more awareness, and that's why I wanted to play a small part in it. So speaking about how can we find out whether we have diabetes or not, there's a simple test. It's called oral glucose tolerance test. So this OGTT, which we call it, in short form, has two things. One is a fasting blood glucose sample. The second part is a 2-hour GTT sample. So the fasting blood glucose sample is the blood sample that you'll be giving in the lab in the morning on an empty stomach. On the previous night from having your dinner, there should be an 8 to 12 hours break between the dinner and the morning fasting sample. So in between this 8 to 12 hours break, you should not consume anything except water. So the sample that you give in the morning on empty stomach is called fasting blood glucose sample. And then the lab will provide you 75 grams of anhydrous glucose, which you should consume, and that will be a breakfast. And 2 hours after that, the blood sample that they will take is called 2 hours GTT sample. So what should be the normal values, and with these values, how will you know that whether you have diabetes or not? So normally on fasting, your blood sugar should be less than 100 mg per dl. If the sugar level is 126 mg per dl and above, then you have diabetes. This 2-hour OGTT sample, when the value is less than 140 mg per dl, it is normal. If the value is more than equal to 200 mg per dl, then you have diabetes. So this is how you can diagnose whether you have diabetes or not. Apart from this, you can also use the random blood glucose sample. It is where, with the help of a glucometer, the machine that you can check at home at any time during the 24-hour period, and if the sugar level is more than equal to 200 mg per dl, then you have diabetes. I hope I made my message very clear, and I hope you have understood how to diagnose diabetes and the scenario in India. If you have any doubts, please post it in the comment section. I'll make sure I reply, and please do share it with all your friends, family and relatives. Make sure, if you like this video, hit the like button and do share this. And then if you really like my video, subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in the next episode, see you, bye-bye from Dr. Shiva Mohan.